morning, everybody. I want to start off this by saying that I'm one of the lucky ones. Growing up, I didn't have anything behind my house but woods. I got to go out, do what I wanted to do, when I wanted to do, the way I wanted to do, either up and down the creek or up and down the hills. It didn't matter. But once I got to be an adult, I realized that wasn't the case with everybody. You know, nobody had the woods they could escape to and enjoy and get out there and play in whenever they wanted to. And that's part of the reason why we've got a national park system. I found out about the parks a little bit later in life. I knew about state parks from going camping there, but I didn't know a whole lot about the national parks originally. But once we got married and started, realizing that, you have to live in an apartment and you don't have that forest in the backyard and all, you had to go out and start finding places. And with all the activities that are there, everything from educational activities to just, like I say, the retreat, going out and not really getting yourself lost in the woods, physically lost, but getting yourself lost in the woods where you can relax and enjoy yourself is a lot of fun. And the educational activities that are out there are great as well. You can probably find a little bit of something outdoor activity-wise or history-wise in just about any national park. The biggest thing to me is our parks have been a haven for generations for a lot of us that didn't have the advantages that I had growing up. And there are problems now, and it's time that we took those problems seriously and did what we could to correct it and help it. Whenever you talk to a real estate agent, what do they always say? What's the biggest thing? Location, location, location. Well, here in the Chattanooga area, we've got a great location. Starting a little bit farther out, a couple hours away, we've got the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. They have between 8 to 10 million visitors a year, according to the National Park Service. It's an incredible place. If you've never been there, I encourage you to go out and see. Now, closer to home, you've got the Cherokee National Forest, which, okay, granted, is not part of the National Park Service, it's part of the National Forest Service. But the same types of activities that you have there, you have in the Great Smoky Mountains. But with the addition, as far as I'm concerned, to the better of paddling. You have to get out there and paddle around on the water. Now, even closer to home than Bradley County in the Ocoee, you've got the Chickamauga and Lookout Mountain battlefields. There's your history, but it's also close enough to be an urban escape to get yourself away for a little while and enjoy the time out. Other activities that are in some of these parks, as an example, you've got the education. Free or at no cost. They don't charge at the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. They don't charge at the Chickamauga Battlefield. The only place anywhere in the area that there's any charge to go to the park is Point Park. It's a $3 fee for the day. Now, if you love history, then you're going to be drawn more to the closer parks, to the Chickamauga and to Lookout Mountain, to Point Park. And there are a lot of educational opportunities there for those programs, but also in the Ocoee and the Cherokee National Forest and up in the Great Smoky Mountains. You can learn about everything from orienteering to the Leave No Trace and conservation programs. The kids have learn how to be a firefighter for a day, what it's like to have to try and fight fires in the National Forest. These programs are minimal cost, like $4 each. And again, let's not forget the retreat and relax and recharge aspect of it, just getting out and away. Now, those are the advantages, but now we move on to the problems. The parks have started to deteriorate. Let's face it, Great Smoky Mountains National Park, when it was built and turned over, really wasn't designed to handle 8 to 10 million people a year. The infrastructure's got problems. The buildings have been deteriorating. If you've been through the roads up there recently, they're doing a lot of work, but there's still some problem areas. Trails haven't always been kept up, that sort of thing, and that makes it a little bit more dangerous for those of us that like to get out there and wander around in the woods, so to speak. But there are some pretty simple solutions to the problem. And of course, the first thing everybody thinks about in a lot of cases is money. Sure, you can donate money if you want to, and there are organizations that are there to help that. But a lot of other ways to help out too. Volunteer is one. Share a quick story with you about a friend of mine. He volunteers at Point Park. He's a history buff. He's gone up there for years as a volunteer and shared his knowledge that he's acquired on the area and of the battles. And it's something that he loves to do. It doesn't cost the Park Service anything. It doesn't cost him anything. But he gets to share a wealth of knowledge and information that he wouldn't otherwise be able to share. And that goes for anything from conservation to the history like he does. A lot of you have talents in that area that you could share as a volunteer. If that's not your thing, if standing up in front of a group of people and talking isn't your thing, well, there are other opportunities. There are things like trail days and maintenance days where you can go out there and help maintain the trails or help clean up. One of the easiest and simplest things that you can do along that line is when you go out and hike, just take a trash bag with you, tuck it in your pocket. Pick up anything you see along the side of the trail, bring it back with you, drop it in the right place. Quick, easy, simple, and it does a lot of good. You can also join some of the organizations around. You've heard me talk about the Great Smoky Mountains. There's an organization called Friends of the Smokies. Their website, friendsofthesmokies.org. They can give you guidance and assistance on how to donate or volunteer. National Park Service, nps.gov, same sort of thing. They can give you guidelines on what you can volunteer on, how you can volunteer, and yes, how you can donate as well. And of course, the donation part is great. A lot of corporations and companies have matching donations. You can check with them and with some of your friends and see how it goes. Hopefully you can get some donations there because, yeah, we won't kid ourselves. Money always helps. But really, to wrap it all up, what I want to say is the parks have always been there. They were set aside for us to use. I've gotten a great amount of use out of them in a lot of different ways. The educational benefits, certainly. The going out and just playing and having a good time. That's one of the biggest things for me. But yeah, also just having a chance to sit back there and hear nothing but maybe the sound of my own breathing and the birds. And that can be a great help a lot of times too. Just remember, there are all kinds of opportunities out there where you can help the parks. It doesn't have to be with money. It can be with your talents or with a little bit of your time. So you can volunteer, you can join, you can donate, but all of these will help things out for the National Park Service and for the national parks and the national forests. Thank you.
Yay! Don't you appreciate a good speech?
I do. It's fantastic.